Hello! We're back in the world of Pokemon. It's been a little bit. Well, it's been like a month almost. Pretty close to a month actually now that I think of it. So, here, one of the slowest starting animations in Pokemon history right here. Hold on, we have to go silence. And then back. And I'll get to these Pokemon once they come about. But it's just a nice little intro that's supposed to be suspenseful. I don't know. I hate this intro. I think Gold and Silver were also bad intros, but the only thing is Crystal, because they have to use Unknown somewhere. So, we have the first part of every Pokemon game. Make sure that does, because Crystal likes to be weird with me. Are you a boy or a girl? This is actually the first game you can be a girl in. Even in Gold and Silver, I'm pretty sure you cannot be a girl. So, it's very groundbreaking in that regard. Not baking. You woke me up. Will you check the clock for me? What time is it? It is really late. We're actually going back. Yeah. How many minutes? It is 18. Yeah. Night. No wonder it's so dark. No shit. Who wakes up? Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. And Oak, being the greatest professor ever and being a dick, stole the spotlight from Elm. And I'm pretty sure he actually... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same exact stuff he said in Red, so I'm not going to say anything. We're going to put the name I put in last time. Ross. Yep. And are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. In this game, there are 0 tough challenges. There's a couple hard fights. Alright, we start and no potion. I will get back to this later, but it's kind of dumb where they place it. We get a radio, which is a new feature. Oh no. Oh, thank God. That is probably the worst part of this game. And there are a lot of bad parts. It's a TV. Really? No. I don't feel comfortable. Picture books. And then this map is actually a lot like, I almost said a lot like better, but a lot more user friendly this time. We can see that we're in Johto, which is a new region, and as you learn, they kind of were lazy about it. There are a couple really bad areas that don't make sense. Hey! Really? You want to do something for him. I almost forgot your Pokegear. This is a new feature in this game. A lot of new features. This is what I'm going to talk about for the next couple parts. Is this new feature anyway? Is a phone system. Today. Oh shit! It is Tuesday. Yeah. Is a new feature. Is not daylight savings time. New feature where you can get a trainer's phone number. I just say yes. Because no, she describes it anyway. You can get a phone number and you can get items. You can get information about Pokemon Swarms, which I'll get into. And you can get rematches. The rematches is the most important part. And also some stones, but... Yep. My house, not my mother's. So, usually I'll skip a bunch of the nonsense in here. But there's a couple, like, interesting... like little points. Like this guy will... No, it's another person. There's another person that talks about babies, which were introduced. Breeding was introduced in this generation. It has to be in this house. I am not crazy. I know it. Yep. Yeah, Professor Elm's findings. Problem. Ruby and Sapphire are said to be on the same timeline as the Kanto games. There's nothing here. But somehow the discovery goes to this guy who, this is later in the timeline. So if you go back here, there's a guy staring into this building, and so this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? And we get punched, which is kind of cool. Not that we got punched, and control's taken away from me. But there's also, as you can see, a day and night cycle, as well as a day cycle as well. Day and night cycle and a day cycle. No, time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, like what day it is and what time in the day. I'll get more into like encounters you can get into once they become available, and once we get Pokeballs. So he's talking right now that he needs an errand to be run, and we should probably take a Pokemon with us just in case. Well, that's what he just said. And we're gonna go to Mr. Pokemon's house, which I hope that's not his actual name. He got abused as a child, I'm sure. So we actually have 3 new starters here, which kind of suck, actually. We have Chikorita, the pure grass type. We're not going to take that. We have Totodile, the pure water type. And next we have Cyndaquil, the pure fire type. And these are the, in my opinion, these are the second worst set of starters we've ever had. And overall, I think Totodile is probably the best for later use or anything at all. But that's also because it's a water type. But Chikorita, I don't recommend to anyone. It's really bad. So it kind of leaves me with a forced choice of Totodile and Cyndaquil. Problem, there's so many good water types, why would I tie myself down to a Totodile? So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to pick up a Cyndaquil, which is a fire type, and also something I'm not going to nickname it. I don't know. My mind's been kind of changing about nicknames lately. Maybe I'll nickname it later or something. I believe now you can actually rename your Pokemon that aren't from trains. Trains? Did I say trains? Trades. Sorry. And we have to waste our time. This is a small gripe. We get a potion from this guy. Why couldn't we have just gotten the potion from the PC? And before we move out, look at our bag. Oh my god, this is great. Key items are separate. Your balls are separate. I don't really want to know how you got your balls separated, but your items, your TMs, and HMs, it's great. More organization. We have our Pokegear. Right now, it doesn't really do much. And as you'll soon learn, you hate the fact you can only have 10 numbers. Because 2 of them automatically go to Professor Elm and your mom. Which no one cares about the mom in this game because she doesn't do anything. We have our trainer card, which doesn't really do much. We kind of see a spoiler for the gyms, but it's not a big deal. I mean, the sprites in this game don't really give them that look. And Pokemon, we have, we're actually going to take that. Berries, which are new, I'll get into most of them. But we have a Cyndaquil here. I can't really tell the IVs, but someone can figure them out. So yeah, that's pretty much it in this town. We're got our starter, so let's move out. This guy would have taught you how to catch Pokemon a little bit later. It is nighttime right now, which does affect the Pokemon that appear in anywhere, really. So yeah, I'm not gonna go over the Pokemon that we can meet in the wild because we can't catch them. I am gonna go over the 3 starters. So these are the only set of starters in history to keep with their types and not gain a secondary type when they evolve. The closest one is Gen 5, but there's still a starter that gains a type. So these are pure fire, pure water, and pure grass. There's no another type. You don't have to memorize a type chart. Makes it easy, but also they lose their usefulness in certain matchups. You don't get another stab and other things. It's for in-game, it makes it easy, and for competitive, it makes these things kind of not that great. But in other news, we have a different level for evolving, I guess I should say, and tackle still has shitty accuracy. But why did that fit? Oh, come on. But in this one, unlike Red, Blue, and Yellow, where Venusaur or Bulbasaur would evolve at 16, and then Ivysaur would evolve into Venusaur at 32, this time, and the others would evolve 16 to 36, which, yeah, but this time all of them evolve at different levels. We're going to start with Cyndaquil here because I did pick it. It evolves in Quilava a low level of 14, which is very good, but then it evolves really late at 36. And in this game, 36 is a very late level for the in-game because of just how weird they set it up. And then the next starter is Chikorita, which evolves at level 16, and then it matches Venusaur at level 32, which it's the middle of the road choice. It evolves middle and then middle. And also it's a very bad Pokemon for this game anyway, so I don't recommend it. But the next one, this one is interesting because Totodile evolves at level 18 into Crocodile, which really sucks because levels in this game do matter a lot more. But it evolves into its second stage at level 30. Feraligatr appears at level 30. I'm getting my ass kicked here, by the way. Usually it's not. Oh yeah, we got Smokescreen, which lowers their accuracy if you don't know that. But Feraligatr appears at level 30, which is great, and it's probably one of the biggest recommendations I have is that you'll get a decent powerhouse at level 30. There's no wait. Like, I have to wait all the way until 36 to get Typhlosion, which is a big downfall of picking Cyndaquil. But I feel that fire types are more useful in some of the major battles in the game. So it's really a pick your poison type scenario or pick your favorite, whatever your choice is on that matter. But with the starters, I have to say there's quite a few differences and there's quite a few problems with all of them. Excuse me. One of the things is there's a lot of flying types here. There's a lot of poison types, and unlike with Venusaur, who had a poison subtype or a poison secondary type, Chikorita has none of that. There's no immunities to poison. There's no neutral. You're taking super effective hits. While it's the same flying disadvantage, it's not the same poison disadvantage, and we run into a lot of flying and poison types. Though I will say, based on the learn set of the Pokemon, Chikorita gets an advantage because it learns Razor Leaf very early, and it's really high powered for the point, 55 power with high chance of critical. There's a route up there, but we're not going to explore it right now. What's it called? There are berry trees here, by the way. Berries are new. I'm going to get into that. They replace themselves each day, so that's important to note. What else? What was I going on? Oh, the starters and their learn set. I'll go over that in the next part a lot more. Don't tell me I'm actually gonna have to heal. No, I don't. But it failed. Why? Why? There's no accuracy glitch in this game, by the way. Unlike the last one where even perfectly accurate moves would be able to miss. So, with that Hoo-Hoo being dead, we have finished this route. or being fainted, whatever, being injured, being whatever you want to say here. Being that Hoo-Hoo is gone, we are now going to head into Cherry Grove City, which we are going to get interrupted by this old man, so I'm going to stop here. So next time, we'll be exploring Cherry Grove City, we'll be moving on to Mr. Pokemon's house, and a couple other things. So till then.